Welcome back to Gamer to Coder. This is week 4 of the show where I'm putting down the Xbox and picking up programming. This week I created a Harry Potter themed quiz website using the concepts I learnt about last week. They were using audio, addEventListener, and various array functions such as for each and find. So firstly, ChatGPT made me an array of objects for the questions. Each question object has the question, correct answer, an array of 3 incorrect answers, and a difficulty. Then I made a basic UI with some cool animated gradients, also courtesy of ChatGPT, and a basic form to define the settings of the quiz, the length and difficulty. However, I made this as a string in JavaScript and used the inner.html function to insert it into the container. As I found out with my last project, the murder mystery game, having this as a function makes it much easier to create a replay or start again function at the end of the quiz. Then I saved the HTML elements as constants and used the addEventListener function on the start quiz button, which calls the start quiz function and passes the values of the difficulty dropdown and the number of questions input as parameters. The start quiz function takes the number of questions and the difficulty and shuffles the array of questions, which then uses a for each function and push to create an array of questions for this specific quiz that match the criteria the user has inputted. Next, I created the output question function, which, as the name suggests, presents the question and 4 options to the user. I'm actually really proud of this function. It works by first inserting the HTML to output the question itself, which was easy. Then an array called answers is made, and each of the 3 incorrect answers are added to the array with a property called correct, which is set as false. Then I used the splice array function and math.random to insert the correct answer, which also had a correct property, but this time it was set to true to the array in a random position, so the correct answer isn't always the same button. Finally, it looped through the answers array and output the button for each, which calls the isCorrect function and passes the correct property as the parameter. The isCorrect function then checks if the user's answer was correct and outputs this to the user along with playing a correct sound or incorrect buzzer sound using the audio object, which of course was one of the key areas I wanted to focus on in this project was handling audio. Also, if the user gets the question correct, their score is incremented by 1. Finally, it checks if the question the user just answered was the final one, and if it is, it outputs a button to see the result and calls the end quiz function. Otherwise, it calls the output question function and passes in the next question as a parameter. Finally, I created the end quiz function, which outputs the user's score and the button which gives them the option to play again. Here in the background, you'll see a full playthrough of the quiz. Next week, I'll be back to Free Code Camp to pick up some new concepts, but I was really pleased with this project and the opportunity to apply some of the concepts learned last week. But that's all for now. Please like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one.